Welcome to Impact Wrestling. If you're hearing music in the background, my neighbors are playing music, so you're gonna have to deal with it. Sorry, guys. Also, there are no images. There's no intro. This is being done as quickly as possible because I'm tired, and I just went through a lot of mess in this apartment, so I'm not in the mood for a lot of stuff. Now, one of my subscribers, I wish had not told me about the gauntlet because I was told because they asked me, they left a message on my AEW review. Hey, I wanted to get your idea of how the gauntlet for the gold is going to be and about Johnny Swinger. And I wish they hadn't done that. I don't like knowing stuff ahead of time. Now, if it's important that it could be put into a gauntlet report, yes, I understand. If something's about to happen and you want my idea about it, I can understand it, even though I don't want to know about it. But this, I kind of wish you hadn't done it. Not that you did anything bad. I'm not mad at you. It's just I like to be surprised. Now, if it's something important that could be put into a Gump report, if you really believe it should be, I understand that. I won't like it, but if it's a good thing to put into a report, I'll do it. So, what did I get for this show? Now, production wasn't good. They're still doing zoom ins like WWE, and it's very sloppy. And throughout the night, that's what you saw. Also, there was a couple of glitches that happened in the gauntlet itself, where there was some glitching. I didn't catch the screenshot, but when it came through, it was too quick. But production value was not so good. Now, I will say, when they decided not to constantly do zooming in, production was not too bad. But admittedly, someone likes Madison Rain. Someone likes Moose's butt. And someone like, who was it that had the chance? Can't remember. But it was one more person that the zoom-ins were very apparent and very out of control. But this is just my point of view on it. Now, first match. Chris Bay versus a... Let me give it to you like this. Seeing student versus teacher. Kenny King supposedly trained Chris Bay. I think maybe Chris Bay should train Kenny King. And I'm not taking anything away from Kenny, but Kenny has always notoriously not always shown his true potential. And he's not always been good in the ring. Even though he has the potential to be very good in the ring, he doesn't all the time have the potential to be good in the ring because of something. And I was not too surprised Kenny won. They're not really doing much with Chris Bay. And I really do like Chris. In fact, years ago, he actually came on my channel and just gave he didn't really give a comment. He gave more like a thumbs up, which I was very greatly appreciative of that. But I really don't see them doing a lot with Chris Bay, even though he's in Bullet Club. He's working with El Phantasmo. He's working with the brothers. He's working with Jay White. He needs something more. I just don't see them doing anything with him right now. He's still a great talent with great charisma. I just wish they would do something. Now, here is something I'm going, why? Giselle Shaw, who is Filipino. I didn't realize she was Filipino. I'm going like, there's something about this girl. I don't know what it is. She seems something. What is it? So I decided to go to the wiki and check up on her, and she's Filipino. Now, I know two Filipinos. I actually known multiple Filipinos in my life, and currently in my physical therapy, I know two. Both wonderful ladies. And when I look at Gazelle Shaw, I'm thinking it's Samuel Shaw, because, well, let's be honest, Dexter Luna. If Samuel Shaw comes back to Impact Wrestling, well, what will we really deal with? I would be very curious about that. But Giselle Shaw, sorry. I'm really tired, guys. Let me ask you this. What was the point of the match? We had Shaw go up against Tennille Dashwood and win. This leads here, and they lost. What was the point? Guys, I don't hate Shaw. Alicia didn't do very well. Honestly, there was one point during the match. You know how wrestlers are. They want to make a strong impact. They hit the leg or they hit the arm. They try to make a sound when they attack you. She was so bad. She was out of sync. She hit she hit Madison Moraine. She hit her, then she smacked her leg. What was that? Look, I know I'm tired. I've actually bumped my head 2 times trying to do something in this apartment, which pissed me off. I know you can get concussed that way if you hit your head hard enough, but my head is not hit that hard to see a Alicia Edwards be that sloppy in the ring, and she's always on BTI from what I understand. She's always there. What is going on with her? But then you think maybe she realized she wasn't going to win and she didn't care. Because when you see this, they don't bring outside tag team wrestlers for the influence. They don't bring anyone else. Nothing. Yes, you have basically Sienna Evans and Steels. You got Decay. And you got Giselle Shaw and Alicia Edwards. I'm botching here, not only because I'm tired, but because I'm going like, yeah, you got them. But why would you care? You got 4 teams. Shaw and Alicia. You got Decay. You got Evans and Steels. And then you just got the influence. And they're not all working together all the time. Yes, I know you still got Jordan Grace. I know now you got Mia Yim. You got Easley. You got Taya Valkyrie. You got all the other women who are there, but they're not always going to be in tag. And if they are in tag, that just shows you how little they got. Little. And instead of bringing in a couple of women they know they're cleared because of Colbert, the protocols make sure they don't have anything. Why don't they bring them in once a month so they have someone to make them job for them so it doesn't feel so empty? And if anybody says, oh, it's perfectly fine, 4 teams. Mainly. Not talking about everyone else who are mainly going after the main titles, which is the Duranus title and the Knockouts World title. I'm sorry. You can't constantly keep having all these women do double duty all the time. We had that in 2020, and everybody got tired of that. I couldn't stand seeing them do 12 Knockouts tags, and they were jumping between the tag titles and the Knockouts title. That was before the Duranus even came in. It was horrid. I felt sorry for these women that since there wasn't more women to be there, it was so empty. I'm just saying. Now, we were just told by, how can I say this when it comes to Gail Kim? And now they're doing the Queen of the Mountain. Do I agree having the Queen of the Mountain tournament? No. Not because I want to see men do it, but because the concept was made for Jeff Jarrett. Everyone knows 100% that Jeff made this thing in the beginning really was to try and put people over. But in the end, he overused it and abused it to the point where it's only putting over Jeff. So that's how it felt until Jeff stopped doing it. And that's one of the reasons why no one has brought the King of the Mountain back, but very rarely, because it was always meant for Jeff, even though he tried to use it to put people over in the very beginnings of it. So seeing a Queen of the Mountain tournament, I don't want to see it. I'm sorry, I don't. I'd rather see a knockouts gauntlet match like the men. Why not do a knockouts gauntlet match and you can bring in other women from the outside? Yes, the majority of the women are going to be in the Queen of the Mountain, which shows you don't have that many women on the roster. What about Marsha Slamovich? Why is she not included in that match? Look, the people that's going to be in that match for Queen of the Mountain, you're going to have Steels, you're going to have Chelsea Green, you're going to have the Mia Yim. Yes, I know this is all not former champions, because she was a champion. That is Chelsea. But they didn't need to use champions. You could have put in a Marsha Slamovich to give us something interesting with her. No, you didn't. Giselle Shaw. No, you didn't. I don't know what's going on with Lady Frost. I don't know if she's back yet. But you could have used these women in there. But no, who do you get? Tasha Steeles, Chelsea Green, Jordan Grace. Then you got Deanna Purrazzo, and that's when the Tasha Steeles comes out complaining, hey, this is unfair. I know the real person. She said first, I know the real person is going to be, and she thought it was Sienna Evans. And Gail said, no, it's Mia Young. Mia Young comes out, there's a fight, all the women are fighting, and then they end with all the faces looking good. But I'd rather see a women's gauntlet match, a knockouts gauntlet match. Why couldn't we have a knockouts gauntlet match next week? Why not? Bring in women from outside to fill it in. You got a good amount of women there. You can bring a couple of extra women coming in for jobbing, and that would have been more interesting than knowing there's going to be a Queen of the Mountain match. I'm sorry, I don't agree with it. Not because I'm sexist, but just because that match was made for Jeff Jarrett. I'm just saying. Now, what else do we have here? Bullet Club versus a Ishii and a Josh Alexander. I would normally put an image in there just to piss off the people that don't like Josh. But like I said, I'm tired. I don't want to edit anything. I'm glad to see Ishii. As far as I can tell, he's not signed with Impact. He's doing tapings. I could be wrong, but I wish he would be signed to Impact because I really want to see a Japanese wrestler there, particularly a legend in Tomohiro Ishii. And they do something with him because he's really over with the fans. Tomohiro is really over, and I actually like him. I mean it. I really do like him. There's something about him I like. And I would love to see him have a character. I would love to see him be in feuds. I want to see something. Something a little bit different. But this is what you get. And in the end, Ishii and Josh win. I wasn't surprised. They're gonna have them win. And the one who took the pin was El Fantasma. I'm not surprised. They're not gonna let Jay White take the pin. Now, the gauntlet match. Was it good? When you could see the participants in there, yeah. But like I said, they were doing a lot of zooming in. Guys, while they're moving around like this, you don't catch them. If anyone's fine with the camera work they're doing in Impact Wrestling, which is copying WWE, and their camera work is even tighter, it's like this. I thought Impact was like this. And I thought Impact's work was bad. WWE's like this. And I'm going, what the fuck is wrong with Vince McMahon? Why does he want his people to be this close to the camera? I don't know what's wrong with Vince. Vince has lost his freaking mind. And then Impact, being such a trendsetter, decides to copy them, which I find to be foolish. They were more innovative than WWE. Look, I'd rather see Impact be more innovative. I'd rather see them bring back the six-sided ring than actually see them copy WWE. And they are copying them. Was it good to see Shelley and the Sabin begin? Yes. I did enjoy it. At one point during the match, you see Morrissey supposedly get spiked by Eric Young. And supposedly he was doing a Roman Reigns where he supposedly got nailed so badly he couldn't move and he had to roll outside the ring and wait. Because this was a over-the-top rope battle royal, but at the end of the battle royal, with the two people left, they have a standing match. And Macklin looked good. Shark Boy was fun doing the chummer instead of the shummer. And oh, I feel like I want to do images, but I'm too tired for it. I don't know about Shark Boy, how long he's been in the company. He's been there a long time, like Curry Man. But he just is funny. But that boy's got himself a belly. He needs to get his ass back in shape. In my case, I can't get in shape because of my bad leg. I try. I just can't get no abs. Even at 51, you can get abs. And get like... And I can't. But he's getting a little chummy here. instead of just doing the chummy there and just. I want to see more Shark Boy, but then I'm not surprised seeing him be the very first person to be eliminated. And then, I'm sorry. The one, I know you left a message earlier saying how you feel about Johnny Swinger. I truly want to see Johnny Swinger win and go to Slammiversary. I know. God, please don't get upset. I know. Don't cry. I know, but let's be honest. Johnny Swinger came out on a cart that Ziggy Dice was using. And I may use that as my thumbnail saying they did it to him. They did it. I don't know yet, but he comes out acting like a bushwhacker. He comes out at first looking like maybe he could be Ricky the Dragon Steamboat or a Macho Man Randy Savage like this. Or Steamboat like this. No, he comes out acting like a damn bushwhacker. He gets into the ring. Eric Young, basically, I believe it was Eric Young, eliminates him within 10 seconds. Not even 5 seconds. He gets into the ring. He goes like this, gets grabbed, thrown out, and then he walks out the ramp like this. Really? Disco Inferno, what were you thinking? You couldn't at least wait a minute or two before you did the full stick of the Bushwhackers and get eliminated like a bullet? You see when I say they like to copy WWE? If anybody says this was amazing and seeing Johnny Swinger acting like a bushwhacker, you're right. It's funny. But guess what? It's not an Impact Wrestling thing. It's a WWE thing with a bushwhacker. Now, mind you, I remember the Bushwhackers did show up on TNA at one point, I think. I can't remember. But the point is, a lot of WWE was shown here in this gauntlet. Look at Morrissey laid out like a Roman Reigns after getting a a pile driver. In the end, he gets eliminated by Macklin along with Shera, because Shera also got eliminated with him. So maybe they're going to do something with Macklin and Morrissey, because both of them got to have something to do. When it was the end, you had Shelley, you had Eli, and you had Macklin. Macklin got finished. He was taken out by Shelley. So it was Sabin. You see, I'm tired. Sabin against Eric Young. And in the end, Eric Young is the one who won. So they're finally deciding to pull the trigger. They're doing something with him. Again, when you saw him in 2020, when he came back, he was red hot after Sanity. And after this, when he created Violence by Design, it was good for the beginning. And then it just tapered off and it had no direction. It was just simply floating, filler. But now, you're putting Eric Young in a position at Slammiversary to deal with a Josh Alexander. I'm interested. They could do something interesting with him. I don't know where they're going to go with the next couple of weeks leading into Slammiversary. Easily. We got 5 weeks. But still, they can do something with him if they book it right. Now, do I believe they'll book it right? I can't say yes or no. Because in this situation, Impact always seemed to really do bad with the majority of their bookings until they do the pay-per-view, and they do a good, sometimes great job. So I don't know. I'm hoping to do something with Eric Young. I'm hoping they'll make it special. But this is just me. And I know I'm skipping some stuff. If I'm forgetting anything, I'm sorry. I'm tired. Peace.